Hello, hello, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Today's reading is Loving Messages from Spirit. So these are messages specifically for you to give you an opportunity to reflect on a situation you may be in, where you're at in your life, or where you are in your spiritual journey. So this reading is for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I hope you're all doing well. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Feel free to subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of my community. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. It's so nice to see you. As always, I'm looking forward to seeing what the cards have in store for you today. They are general messages. Take the parts that resonate and leave the rest. Okay, so we have a very powerful opening to our reading today, water signs. So we have boundaries. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So you may be asking yourself some pretty difficult questions at this point, particularly with this forgiveness and understanding. You may have learned a very hard lesson recently. All right, so that one keeps coming out. We have Ace of Wands. Oh, that goes here, actually. Let's get a little more space. There we go. Ace of Wands. Look how pretty this card is. Look at that. But, you know, the snake is wrapped around the staff that's holding the the jewel. This could be... yeah, this could be some dark energy that you've been that you've been around. Let's get the rest of the cards out here. So we have the Emperor and the Sun. So we have a lot of intense energy right now. In fact, all of these cards are very, very intense. So okay, so the Emperor, I love that it's right here underneath the card of boundaries, because the Emperor is a character who is firmly in their power, and they have earned that power. I don't tend to think of the Emperor as being someone who is like divinely born into being an emperor. The Emperor like fought for the throne, basically. And so the Emperor is a card that I typically read associated specifically with setting firm boundaries, because they were not necessarily born to the throne. They have to be more protective of it than, say, someone who is, you know, born into the lineage. If you're into, like, you know, British history. I am a nerd. I digress. So anyway, they're very firm. So it is possible that there may be a realignment of your boundaries around how you connect with people physically. So you may be doing some reevaluations for the kinds of relationships that you are going to allow yourself to be in going forward from whatever experience happened over here in your past. So the cards are saying that if you have felt disempowered in any way in your relationship, the cards are saying that you have it within you to set the boundary that is going to keep it more imbalanced. You know, if you're in a relationship with someone, the boundaries are there to hold it together, because it's like putting something into a container, putting a liquid into a container, you know. Relationships are about emotions. So water, think of water being poured into a container. It's the same thing. So let's see. Yeah, I think that you may be changing the way that you orient to particularly romantic relationships or relationships that are physically intimate. Take this as it resonates, because this can also be about something that you just feel very passionate about. This could also be about protecting a hobby or something that you are investing your creative energy into. If this is not about intimate relationships, if this is about your hobbies or something creative that you're working on, I'm getting a message for you that if you have been sharing with people around you what your ideas are, you may be experiencing some naysayers. So, to the naysayers, the sun has all of these sunflowers, and sunflowers are a card of purification. Also, boundaries is a card of purification. Not letting in the toxins that you do not want in, right? So maybe the cards are encouraging you maybe not to share quite as freely. So even if it's the physical body that you're sharing, or if it's your creative body that you're sharing, the cards are saying maybe you feel as though you've been oversharing, or you may know that you're exhausted and you may not know why. The cards are saying that you're oversharing. And the cards are saying to forgive yourself for oversharing if that's what you have been experiencing or what you've been doing, because that's part of your spiritual journey. That is part of your work, is learning how to become discerned, like have more discernment and more discipline around who you let in or how you let in. It doesn't necessarily have to be the who that is the linchpin here. It can be the how of how you let someone in to your boundaries, into your physical space, into your creative space, because you have a lot to offer. You have a lot to offer, either a relationship or your creative endeavors. There's so much here for you, and I think you're starting to realize it. I think you are coming to truly value all of those things that you have to give, and you're just not willing to waste it on someone who is going to waste it. So we have the card of forgiveness and understanding. So that is I interpret her to be Valkyrie or a warrior. Forgiveness is for yourself. It's not necessarily for the other person if this is a physical relationship or a series of physical relationships. So first, you always have to forgive yourself first, and then you also have to be able to look out at either those people or that person or those people who took advantage of you or the haters, and know that they are doing the best they can. We are all doing the best that we can with what we have before us. So a lot of times those haters or those people that are taking advantage of us, it's because they don't value themselves. You cannot value a person until you value yourself. You can't value the talents of another person if you don't value your own. So it actually says more about themselves than it says about you. But what it says about you is your boundaries are how you value yourself. It's how you protect what you have to offer. Your hard work is paying off. Absolutely, it's paying off. I think you are going through a major revolution around these gifts that you have to offer. It's time to take action. Yeah. So if you have been considering implementing some changes in how you orient to the people around you, the cards are saying now is the time. So this is a message for a small group of you. There may be a child involved here. So, becoming a parent would definitely trigger the kinds of changes that I'm seeing here in these cards for you. So if that resonates with you, there's encouragement to change your boundaries around relationships and who you let into your life, because you also want to protect the child and you want to protect yourself so that you can, be the best parent that you can possibly be. So take that as it resonates. I know not everybody has children or wants children, so that's for a small group of you. But anything creative, your physical self, this is very transformative energy, and I am so happy for you, water signs. This is gorgeous. I congratulate you on all of these epiphanies that you are having right now, because I think you have had an awakening. I really do. I think you've had enough. I feel like you're just not going to give anything to anybody who's going to waste it. And I cheer you on. So it's been an honor to read your cards. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and to comment below. I'd love to connect with you and see how this resonated. I wish you best of luck, and I will catch you in the next reading. Bye bye.